look who we end up finding here on our travels. Tom Sniegoski here, the man who's going to be behind the new Vampirella book from Dynamite Entertainment. Old school style. You were driving the train from the very beginning, sir.
Yep.
Why don't you tell me a little bit about what's going on?
Well, first of all, it's really great to be back. It's I thought it was going to be you can't go home again, but I'm actually really enjoying getting back.
You followed the Yellow Brick Road.
I followed the Yellow Brick Road back to Vampy, back to the half-naked vampire chick.
And there's nothing wrong with that. That's fine.
There's nothing wrong with that. As far as what we got planned, I do a series of books that are very rooted in angels. I do a series for Penguin and a series for Simon & Schuster. And Nikki Barucci, the president of Dynamite, is very aware of that and wanted to see if he could maybe pull in some of my fan base from my angel books.
All right.
So he asked if I would do a big Vampirella story, kind of using like the legends of angels and devils and demons and things like that, to see if I could pull that part of the universe into Vampy's world of darkness. So
Which isn't typical.
No. So it's a world that's usually considered all light and wonderful. I'm showing that there's a dark side to that world as well.
Okay.
So
how did you by chance figure in the old stories you did back in the day? Look at that as, here's what came. Don't want to put the, cart before the horse.
Right. I actually didn't want to kind of fall back on what I'd already done, because there had been some other writers that had been doing the new Vampy monthly that Nikki's got, and I kind of wanted to stay what they're doing. I didn't want to step on anybody's toes and bring in continuity from stuff that I did, 15, 20 years ago. So I kind of using their established continuity as opposed to my old established continuity. But I'm writing her the same way. I'm writing her the way I always wrote her.
So give me a little idea of what happens as the first story arc unfolds.
Well, in the first issue, Vampy is just out for a drink and comes across a bar that's overrun with demons. So everybody's been slaughtered in the bar, and she's the only person that can clean out the bar. The bartender's still alive.
So we got some From Dusk to Dawn action going on, right?
Yeah. She's actually even drinking a glass of Merlot, and we're doing flashbacks of her kicking ass in the bar and stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty cool. But then the ending of the story has her returning to her home to find 4 or 5 angels sitting in her apartment waiting for her, and basically they're saying that God wants her to work for them.
God wants Vampirella to work for them.
Yes. So it's that whole thing of they don't want to get their hands dirty in the darkness.
Okay.
Why don't we let somebody who's used to being down in the gutters handle it?
Okay.
So that's kind of how she's dragged into it.
Acknowledging that there are two sides of the coin, and one side has to work with the other, whether you like it or not.
Right, and we also introduced some interesting concept of the war in heaven and hell, and how that's been set up on Earth, and how there are like sides that like a truce going on between two sides, but there are it's
an uneasy truce, right?
It's complicated. We actually even have a fallen angel character that Vampy teams up with, works with, named Janus, that I think is going to end up being a popular character that we'll probably see again, because he's a badass, So it's these two characters. He's kind of helping her navigate the worlds of heaven, while she's helping him navigate the darkness.
Right.
So it's pretty cool.
We're going to look forward to seeing the work, sir. Take time to talk to us again, and we'll make sure that we get the word out there. Folks, Tom Sniegoski, the man behind Vampirella. Check it out. Dynamite Entertainment coming out soon. Keep it real. Keep reading comics.